Imagine trying to book a cruise, and before you even can click checkout, you get a notification that says, sorry, we're all sold out. Well, listen, that's exactly what happened when Celebrity's newest river cruise ships, the Celebrity Compass and the Celebrity Seeker, went completely on sale and completely sold out. It was freaking wild. Now, you might be thinking, hey, listen, sure, products sell out all the time, and in cruising, perhaps you expect a popular sailing to just fill out. But not like this. These ships in 2027, the inventory sold out in just 6 minutes, which is freaking crazy. And it was during priority access. Now, on paper, it looks like regular river cruise, but beneath the surface, there's something very different going on. And in this video, we're going to talk about it. Yo, what's up? My name's Griff, founder of Ahoy 365. Let's jump into this thing like hopscotch. All right, so a few facts about the ship. These first two river vessels from Celebrity, the Compass and the Seeker, they are a part of a major push to bring celebrity style to Europe's great rivers. They're entering service for 2027, sailing the Rhine and the Danube River. Each ship will feature 86 cabins in 5 different categories. You're gonna have the Infinite Balcony, a Skylight Infinite Balcony Suite, and then a Vista Balcony Suite. I think that's 5. Celebrity has committed to an initial order of 10 of these river ships. That's how excited people are about it. But that also marks a pretty significant investment in this segment. So the selling out, if you will, the priority booking access sold out in just 6 minutes, and then the remaining inventory sold out in about 5 hours. So yes, on paper, a river cruise, but also yes, with an extraordinary demand and some very premium specs. So that's what we're going to talk about in a few moments. But first, why is this a big deal? At least a big deal to me. Why does this matter? And why are so many people so excited about this river cruise? So let's break down the why, if you will. First, it signals that river cruise is about to change. This category is no longer about niche. It's more about mainstream and how a mainstream premium player is hopping into the market. And honestly, I think people want in. Celebrity is bringing its ocean cruise premium aspect, its reputation into the river side of things. Second, it's selling out in 6 minutes. That headline really does create some scarcity, some exclusivity, which in result does amplify the hype and drives more traffic and more interest. That's how that works. And third, I think it suggests that the product is very innovative. Not just some cookie cutter experience, not another riverboat for lack of a better word. It's got higher standards, new design, new inclusions. For example, if you see some of these renders, these images, it looks pretty spectacular. You get the daily inclusions of shore excursions, the Wi-Fi is included, premium cabins with butler service. So it's a pretty big deal. It's not just a new ship. It's a new way to river cruise, if you will. Luxury, demand, scarcity, brand power, it's all packed into one. But if you don't believe me, let's talk about the cabins for a little bit, these staterooms, the suites, stuff like that. I'm looking at 3 big differentiators. So 1, the accommodations. On the Compass and the Seeker, according to these notes here, Celebrity's delivering cabins and suites that feel far above standard river ship fare. Every stateroom in many cases features king-size beds, high-end finishes, modern layouts. The Skylight Infinite Balcony Suite, which looks super cool, is a standout. A ceiling to window that opens the sky. Pretty unique in river cruising, if you ask me. The Vista Balcony offers separate living and sleeping areas, generous verandas, and a butler service for suite guests. On top of that, you get premium in-room amenities, so that's stocked minibar, Wi-Fi, premium boarding, premium bedding, and all those touches you'd expect from a luxury cruise line. Bottom line, if a cabin is a big part of your purchasing decision, this line is stepping it up and not just making it slightly better, it's league above many norms. But what about the public spaces, right? You're not gonna stay in your room the entire time. The public spaces are the second major differentiator, if you ask me, because Celebrity simply isn't replicating river ship public spaces. They're bringing in elevated design, variety, I'd say a little bit of swagger, if you will. For example, their marketing says every detail is designed to bring you closer to the local flavors, breathtaking views, and stories that stay with you. They're also emphasizing more choice, multiple restaurants, bars on a river ship. I would like to think that's more variety than usual, at least what you typically see. As far as engineering, there's the hull design, innovation, lightweight, versatile hull. It aims to maintain scenic integrity, let's call it that, of riverside destinations. You get that full view while offering modern views and the outdoor spaces. In short, expect larger windows, outdoor decks, premium lounges, more of a hotel at sea, if you will. Even though you're on the river, it's more next level. At least that's what I think they're pushing into. So if you're thinking, what will we do on board? I'd say the answer is much more than the typical river cruise expectations, at least looking at all the images and videos and their site online. But Griff, what about the food? Okay, so food and inclusions, finally, let's just kind of like hop into that briefly. There's not a lot of information out there, but itinerary, food, restaurants, and what's included. The 2027 season covers the iconic rivers, Danube, and the Rhine River. You get scenic villages, river valleys, some castle views. It's the classic Europe by river experience, but I would say upgraded with the premium curve of what Celebrity has to offer. You can expect multiple dining venues, more choice, and the marketing. They're mentioning more restaurants offering the most choice on the river. So can't wait to see as they provide more information with that. But again, included shore excursions, everyday drinks, Wi-Fi, and much more. They're definitely pushing the envelope here. For example, one excursion every day, more restaurants, drinks, Wi-Fi are now the standard for this river product. So no, you're not just paying for a room and a ride down a river. You're paying for a pretty full premium experience, just like you'd expect on a high-end ocean cruise with Celebrity. But again, on the river. That mix of itinerary, elevated dining, high inclusion is what makes people like the ship. I think the mix of premium itinerary, elevated dining, high inclusion is what's going to make this stand out. Anyways, there you have it. It is the cruise ship so popular, it's sold out in 6 minutes, and for a very good reason, as you can see, from the ultra premium cabins to elevated public spaces to standout itineraries and inclusive luxury. This isn't just another river cruise. This is a new luxury river vacation. But if you've been thinking about cruising, or maybe thinking what's next after the big ocean ships, and you want something a little different, this might be the thing for you. And by the way, this video is just a sneak peek into Celebrity's bigger ecosystem. They have the Celebrity XL launching later this November. I will be there. If you're there, come say hey. If you're not, say hey anyway. And if you're specifically interested in that ocean side, I'll try to pop up a video once we're actually live with the video right there or right here, one of these sections there. But for now, I would encourage you to watch Royal Caribbean versus Celebrity and go see which one's for you. And as always, if you dig the vibes, please subscribe. And if you care, please share. We'll see you in paradise. Peace.